Mateya Slobodnik, the president of Slovenian Australian Chamber of Commerce. How are you?
Good, how are you, Rusha? Nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you after last year.
Yes, likewise.
You seem to be a great supporter of the Swiss Cham Business Awards and overall their work with the community here. How's that going, that connection?
Look, Swiss Cham is a wonderful collaborator, not just with the Slovenian Chamber of Commerce, but I'm pretty secure to say that most chambers of commerce find collaboration with Swiss Cham very beneficial, a constant friend and ally in the work that every chamber tries to do for their members and their objectives throughout each and every year. So it's quite easy and to support their efforts. Annually in any manner,
Mateya, if I may ask, have there been any collaborations over the past year with the Swiss Cham at all?
Not directly. The previous year, yes, we did. During the pandemic period, we did have a series. But in the last previous year, we did not. We collaborated alongside the other chambers on our annual multi-chamber events, such as Euromix and the cruise. But no, not last year, not directly, no.
Well, going back on the cruise, which seemed to be such a success, which I unfortunately missed out on.
Yes.
How beneficial is it to actually work together with everybody, all of the chambers?
It's great. It's actually what makes us strong and what gives really that add value to our members. They have the opportunity of not just enjoying the end of year madness on a beautiful cruise and a beautiful harbour for 2 hours as part of their membership, but they also get an opportunity to line up ideas within their own organisations and say, okay, why don't we venture into this either Australian territory in the upcoming year, or maybe double check our market accessibility in Europe in this particular area. And we do invite them, or at least with Slow Chat, we invite them to communicate with us where their interest lies, what their strategy is for the next year, and we can make those introductions with different kind of chambers and the key representatives of those chambers. And even if they seek potential collaboration or partnerships, corporate partnerships, we can have those discussions and ask for those chamber representatives to introduce members to their corporate members. And typically the response is great. People that really do come there for a purpose, to the cruise with a purpose, to establish new connections that they want to start communicating with in the next year to meet their target audience and their strategy, can and do actually achieve them there. One year I do remember that a member came back and said, this is fantastic, I've made 10 new connections for next year. Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
The further comment on that was, he ended up saying, I go to typically 5 events and I will not achieve this much in 10 hours. So that's a very good outcome.
Something to put down on the list for next time, for sure.
Definitely.
Now, Mateya, bilateral trade between Slovenia and Australia, what are the developments over the last year or even after COVID?
Well, I think last year we already spoke that there was the element of Slovenia as a member state of the European Union that is subjected to the European Union Australian Free Trade Agreement, which is still ongoing this year in its 14th round right now. So it does look like it's promising to be coming towards an end. So that is one element that will create a different playground for Australian businesses that are wanting to do business in Slovenia and Slovenian businesses wanting to enter the Australian market. But additionally, Australia is signing a number of new tax treaties with other foreign states, and one of which is also Slovenia. So there is also a second element of potential benefits in terms of bilateral trade between the two.
Have we seen an increase in businesses, Slovenian businesses entering the Australian market though?
No, yes, actually there has been, and only in the last few months. But we are always still subjected to those questions around the tax. And so we're really hoping that we'll be able to provide them with a better answer once these two have been signed and executed and in place.
Yeah.
And maybe this will be a conversation then for next year.
Yeah. Well, Slovenia is the green heart of Europe.
So they say.
And we've had the privilege in Import Export TV to interview the Slovenian pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai. So huge respect for what it is that you guys do. You seem highly motivated and very inspiring to the rest of us. What makes you tick?
Don't know. Maybe just the. I don't actually know. I don't know.
You just do what you do.
Yeah,
best.
I can't stand still, I suppose. There's something putting that as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
So good to see you again.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you do. You do it so well. And
likewise, if I can say to the team as well of Import Export TV, we really do appreciate your reporting and helping us promote our efforts as well out there. So thank you to you
Our
and
pleasure.
Lawrence as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.